Greetings once again, dear viewer. In today's episode, we unearth the brutal origins of the largest land empire ever seen and the legend behind its unstoppable thunder from the east. Welcome back, my dear viewers. Can you fathom a vast dominion that at its peak stretched 33 million square kilometers, twice the landmass of the Islamic caliphates and 4 times larger than the Roman Empire? A realm so colossal, an expert cavalryman could gallop from Poland to the Korean peninsula without ever crossing its borders. This was not the achievement of an advanced civilization or mighty nation. No, dear viewer, this inconceivable conquest sprang from the uncharted Mongolian steppe and the feral vision of one man, Genghis Khan. Let the word Khan etch fear into your psyche. For this honorific did not merely denote a sovereign ruler, but the tormentor of civilized empires, a remorseless butcher who baptized the 13th century in a bloodbath of conquest unparalleled in human history. You see, the Mongols did not initially seek to build an empire spanning modern-day China to Poland. Their motivation was far more primal, plundering the riches of the affluent societies bordering the steppe. Civilizations like the Chinese Song, Kara-Khitan and Khwarezmian empires, who had continually spurned the nomadic Mongol tribes as destitute barbarians. And barbaric the Mongols were. Roaming families adhering to a spiritual realm of shamanism, bound by honor codes like never abandoning fallen brethren. Simple warring herdsmen, undisciplined beyond the unifying theo-democracy of their Kurultai assemblies. Genghis Khan's great achievement was unleashing these disparate renegades as an unstoppable human tornado upon the urbanized world, exploiting their mastery of wilderness survival and horseback combat to outmaneuver even the most formidable military forces. How, you may ask, could such nomadic tribesmen conquer machines of state like Khwarezmia or the Jin dynasty? Through sheer adaptive brutality. Let me recount the harrowing tale of Khwarezmia's downfall. In 1218, after a Mongol trade caravan was massacred, Genghis Khan dispatched diplomats urging apologies and restitution. But the arrogant Shah instead had them executed, provoking Genghis' unquenchable wrath. The ensuing invasion merits categorizing the Mongols alongside history's most pitiless scourges. An Utra or Mongol wife was ritually gang raped if her spouse fell. Citizens' faces were hammered molten with liquid lead. Scholars, poets and clerics faced live burial, impalement or rolling suffocation under spiked wooden racks. Entire urban populations like at Samarkand and Urgench faced slaughter en masse. No capitulation or gesture of mercy could assuage the torrent of violence. Do you comprehend now the severity of Genghis' Mongol whirlwind, dear viewer? Cities pulverized. Elite guardsmen galloped down without chance for resistance. An apocalypse desecrating the realms it conquered, exceeding any epoch's benchmarks of massacre and ruination. Some interpretations attribute this barbarity to calculated statecraft meant to inculcate abject terror. Others suggest a zealous retribution upon sedentary peoples for the hardships Mongol tribes endured in the merciless steppe. Whichever the motive, Genghis' tactics revolutionized warfare and threat perception in the medieval world. Elite Mongol cavalry like the Keshig exploited their mobility and composite recurve bows to outrange and outmaneuver each encountered foe. Self-sustaining supply lines via herded livestock enabled prolonged campaigns across inhospitable terrain. Meanwhile, the Yam rapid messenger system, Mongol military intelligence, and merciless Pekin falcon units terrified populations into capitulation. Through such innovations, minor disorganized tribes like the Naimans, Keriites and Tatars posed no match for the burgeoning Mongol juggernaut. Local powerhouses from Georgia to Russia, the Caucasus to Kievan-Rus fell alongside them, each city razed, populations enslaved or deported in systematic conquest. So why then, you may ponder, did histories immortalize this scourge as Genghis Khan the universal ruler? Simple, dear viewer, by the time of his death in 1227 at age 65, his rapacious Mongol armies had carved the largest contiguous land empire in human existence. An epoch of Pax Mongolica guided by his final decree, the Yasa Code, which preserved religious freedoms, recognized diplomats as inviolable, and advanced the first international postal service. While still a reign whose echoes resounded through generations of cultural and genetic inheritance spanning Europe to East Asia. So there we unveil a true apex civilization born of the most untamed, unlikely genesis, a feral vortex of violence that swept all before it before paradoxically instituting systems and freedoms resembling modernity. For this, dear viewer, was the dichotomous legacy of Genghis Khan, both a world-remaking revolutionary and history's most prolific butcher. But enough tales of bloodshed for today. Alrighty everyone, Don't forget to subscribe and like this video to stay in the loop. Check out the previous episode and get ready for something epic coming next. See you.